In today's video, I'm going to discuss the top developmental myths when it comes to our babies that I get asked about frequently. Hey, it's Morgan. Welcome to the Passable Parent channel. I've been a pediatric nurse for the past 10 years specializing in early childhood development, and I'm also a mom. Before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you don't miss out on any future videos. And make sure to comment down below if you have any questions. I'd love to hear from all of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. The first myth I hear frequently, which is a frustrating one to hear, is that holding a baby too much spoils them. This is absolutely not true. Your baby is a baby. They do not know what it is to be spoiled. You cannot spoil a young baby. Crying is one way in which babies communicate. By crying, they are telling us that they need something, and it is important for parents and caregivers to respond to them. Observing and learning the cues that your baby is giving you can help a lot. Holding your baby actually helps them feel safe, loved, and secure. This will help them create strong bonds and attachments with you and other caregivers. Having strong bonds and attachments and knowing that they can rely on the people who are here to care for them actually helps your baby later in life form healthy relationships and does the opposite of making them clingy or over-attached, as I've heard people say. This is because your baby feels secure, the security and the love that they first learned from you. The next myth I hear is that drooling equals teething. Drooling does not always mean teething. Around 8 to 12 weeks old, your baby starts producing more saliva, and it tends to just dribble out of your baby's mouth until your baby gets older and more practiced with swallowing. Then, around 3 to 6 months of age, your baby will start to explore and mouth toys. This is because your baby has a ton of nerve endings in their mouth, and this helps them learn about their world. This is a normal stage of development and is unrelated to teething. Another myth I hear is that teething causes fevers. A true fever is considered anything 100.4 or greater. Teething should not cause a fever in your little one. If your baby has a temperature of 100.4 or higher, please contact your pediatrician because there could be a different underlying illness or issue. Teething tends to start between 6 and 24 months, which is also around the time that babies are more likely to get infections because they're putting more things in their mouth. Parents should never mistake a fever as just teething, or they could overlook an illness that might require medical attention. The next myth I hear surprisingly often is that newborns can't see. Your newborn baby can see. They see best 8 to 12 inches from their face and see best in high contrast. Visuals like flashcards and toys that are in black and white are best for your newborn baby. Your newborn baby also loves your face, and getting that face-to-face time with your newborn, making eye contact with them, and singing or talking to them is crucial for their brain development. Another myth I hear that sadly is not true is that babies should sleep through the night at 3 months old. At 3 months old, your baby's stomach is still so small, and typically your baby will still need at least 3 nighttime feedings. One before bedtime, followed by a little bit longer stretch of sleep, followed by 2 wake-ups for feedings and sleep in between. I know the lack of sleep can be frustrating for us parents, but make sure not to try to sleep train your baby until your pediatrician says it's developmentally appropriate. And remember, this will not last forever. Your baby will grow and start sleeping longer as time goes on. The next myth is that newborns can't hear. Your baby actually starts hearing you while still inside the womb. Typically by 24 weeks pregnant, your baby is truly able to listen and process what you are saying to them. Newborns love high-pitched, sing-song baby talk voices. Research shows this baby talk improves language development and helps your baby to focus on the words that are being spoken to them. Another myth I hear is that a baby's first smile is just gas. This is not true. Around 5 to 8 weeks old, your baby is able to purposefully smile. And this is a huge developmental milestone for them and so joyful for us parents and caregivers to witness. The next myth I hear is that baby walkers help your baby learn to walk. Baby walkers actually do the opposite. They have your baby tilted forward in an unnatural position that does not help them learn how to walk. They also typically cause your baby's toes to be pointed, which does not help them learn proper flexion and extension of the foot. Baby walkers not only have been proven to be dangerous and result in thousands of hospitalizations in babies per year, but can also delay your baby from learning how to walk. Another myth is that infants need to be bathed every day. The truth is that it's fine to bathe your baby every day if they enjoy it, or if it's part of your bedtime routine. But young babies do not need a bath every day. They just need their face, neck, hands, and diaper area to be kept clean. The next myth is that you need to clean your baby's umbilical cord with antiseptic and alcohol. The truth is there's no need to use antiseptic or alcohol to clean your baby's cord stump. Follow your pediatrician's guidelines on how to care for the cord. Most times, this just includes keeping it clean and dry. If pee or poo gets on the stump, you can use a mild soap to help clean it off and just make sure it's completely dry afterwards. The next myth I hear a lot is that I may not have enough breast milk to feed my baby. The truth is that this is not a problem for most women. Most women have enough breast milk to feed their baby if they breastfeed whenever the baby wants to feed. On-demand feeding, it's called, for as long as they want to feed. In a 24-hour period, 8 to 12 feeds is common, and it is normal for babies to want to feed frequently at certain times of the day. Expect it to take up to 6 weeks for you and your baby to learn how to breastfeed and for your breast milk supply to become established. And check out my other videos on breastfeeding and ways to increase your milk supply if you are breastfeeding or interested. A very dangerous myth I have heard is that putting honey on a pacifier will help with teething. The truth is, children under 12 months should never be given honey as it can cause something called botulism. Botulism is a horrible intestinal medical condition that can result in death. You should also avoid using pacifiers coated in food or drink or sugary substances. Alcohol and sweet substances are very unhealthy for babies. Another myth I hear quite often is that you can't get pregnant while breastfeeding. This is simply not true. Many women actually do get pregnant while breastfeeding. You can still get your period and still ovulate before you get your period while breastfeeding. I've also heard that breast pumping acts as birth control just like exclusively breastfeeding. Now, while pumping is a lot of work, it does not act the same way as exclusively breastfeeding your baby and does not offer the same birth control protection. And again, even with exclusively breastfeeding, you still can ovulate before you get your first period. I hope this video was informative and debunked some of those common baby myths circulating. Please like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you don't miss out on any future videos. And feel free to comment down below any questions you have or topics you'd like to see me cover in future videos. Thank you so much for your support and your time today. I hope to see you in the next video.